Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, this is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your February 11th through the 20th, 2019 reading for you. Now I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also make sure you subscribe to my channel. This is the way that you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting up. So thank you so much for taking this little tiny channel and keeping on growing and growing it. It's absolutely amazing. You guys are absolutely wonderful, and I'm completely humbled by your response to these videos. So we are going to see what these 10 days have in store for you. Also, if you would like to book a private reading with me, all that information will be in the description box below. And if you would like to donate to my channel, that information will also be in the description box below. So let's see, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what February 11th through the 20th, 2019 has in store for you. Gemini, February 11th through the 20th, 2019. 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 Gemini, show me clearly, February 11th through the 20th, 2019. Gemini, February 11th through the 20th, 2019. Gemini, February 11th through the 20th, 2019. Gemini, February 11th through the 20th, 2019. Gemini. Fantastic. Okay. So the Death card, Scorpio. Fire signs showing up. Ooh, prosperity. Battles. Earth signs. Okay, feeling out in the cold. This could also be prosperity coming to you in a colder climate, or when you start to listen to your inner self, your inner guide. Yeah. Gemini, this is actually being really true to yourself. A water sign. Feeling out of balance, needing to get that balance back, to embrace what it is that you love. Okay, this is love right here. This is feeling out of balance with what it is that you love. So I think what this is saying, what this is saying about these 10 days for you, Gemini, is that you're kind of going through an overhaul, you could say. You're closing the door on something. Now this could be, for some of you, you could be getting into an argument with a Scorpio, because this argument is kind of in this little, surrounded by all these people. So it's a Scorpio, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgos, Capricorns with the Page of Pentacles here. It could be that you feel as if you're battling things. You feel as if you have to defend yourself. But there's a sense of community here. So it could just be, and I'm not saying this lightly, but it could be that you are being very sensitive right now, Gemini. And that's definitely what the Scorpio energy can be showing here, just a heightened sensitivity and needing to close the doors on things. Because actually I think what you're really looking for in your life is passion and prosperity. And you feel as if you're just beginning to build this prosperity, and you have this passion. You are absolutely passionate about what it is that you want, how it is that you want to move forward, but you have this connection with this water sign here. It could be that some of you are falling in love with this Scorpio here, or a water sign, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. There we go. But I do feel this very strong connection with the Scorpio right now. And it could be that it's because you two are arguing. It could be that, you know, you're not seeing eye to eye with the Scorpio and you just think, oh my gosh, just stop. But there is an ending that is happening because you're tired of defending yourself. You're tired of people not understanding you. Excuse me. So now you are saying, I'm moving forward in passion for myself. But it could also be that you have your armor on a little bit against air signs. Not air signs. Against fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? Because you could find their passion just to be a bit overwhelming at this moment, because you need to kind of take things in. You need to take things in. You need to embrace your understanding. You need to embrace your prosperity. And that's because you're starting to see here your passion and your prosperity come together. And you feel as if you're a student of what it is that you truly want to do. You're a student of what it is that you truly want to have in your life. And you're taking advice from from an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, that is actually going to help you build your prosperity, actually going to help you build the life that you want. But at times you could feel at odds with it because at times you're just feeling completely overwhelmed in this situation. There's a sense here of community leading you forward. That community is helping you build what you desire. You are also sharing with the community. Yeah, you're sharing with the community to be able to know what it is that you want, you know where it is that you want to be. You're getting out there more. You're seeing things happen more for you, but there is a sense of only sharing part of yourself, kind of keeping the rest of yourself back just a little bit. And I want you to know that no matter what, divinity is walking with you, even though sometimes during these 10 days you feel as if you're in battle and you feel as if only you understand kind of the hardships that you're going through, the chaos that you're feeling within your soul, within yourself as you're moving forward. Divinity is walking right behind you. The universe is walking right behind you. There's a sense here of you could be traveling to kind of snowier climates, or you could be in a snowy climate. And one of the reasons why your emotions might be so high is because you need the sun a bit more. This could be saying that you need vitamin D to be able to, kind of boost up your prosperity, kind of boost up your morale within yourself. This is also saying to realize that you're not out in the cold, that even though you feel that way at times, Gemini, you are closer to where you want to be than you actually think you are. You feel as if you're out in the cold, but you're actually embracing a community. You're actually embracing what it is that you want. You're looking at things differently, and you're seeing that because you're looking at things differently, you're embracing your soul, you're embracing yourself, you're seeing the way that you want to move forward in passion and in prosperity. But at times you're having this disagreement with people who are too passionate and people who are too practical. And I don't know how to say that better, but there is that sense here of just feeling as if you have to defend yourself. And you might be defending your passions, and you might be defending the way that you see your practicality. And because you're doing that, you find yourself kind of pulling away from people a bit more during this time because you just don't feel understood, because your emotions are running high. Know that a Scorpio is going to understand you. For some of you, you might be battling with the Scorpio a bit, but the Scorpio is going to understand where you're coming from. And this Taurus, this Virgo, this Capricorn is going to understand what it is that you desire, even though at times you think they don't. You might be at odds with this Aries, this Leo, this Sagittarius, fighting against kind of what you need to do and what you really passionately want to work on. And that's causing you this frustration and to feel as if you're further away from what you love than you are. You need to find balance. And you can find that balance, Gemini. That balance is right here. You're on the cusp of it. You're working so hard. You're planning things out so much. You're right on the cusp of finding that balance, of finding that understanding, of leading yourself forward. So your first card is the Death card. Now this, of course, represents a Scorpio. For some of you, you might be arguing with a Scorpio, but I think a Scorpio is going to be one of your greatest allies. Now, that doesn't mean that the Scorpio is going to be your best friend. This could mean, as I always use the example of how a pearl is made, it could be that this Scorpio bothers the life out of you and you find them so very frustrating that you want to scream at times. And that could very well be the case, because the way a pearl is made is that you get this little piece of sand stuck in an oyster, not you. An oyster gets this little piece of sand stuck in its mouth, and it wants to get that sand out of its mouth. It's irritated by it, so it keeps worrying the sand and coating it with this mucus and this mucus and this mucus around it. And all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but over a great deal of time, it has protected itself against this grain of sand by making it into a beautiful pearl. So it takes something that's worthless. It takes something that we run through our fingertips, every single time we go to the beach. And it makes something that's sand, something that's covering beaches and the ocean floor, and that you wouldn't even look twice at, into a beautiful pearl. And that could be what the Scorpio is doing for you. Now, this could also be that you are tired and you are closing the door on something that is making you too tired. It's draining your emotions. And you're saying, you know what, I'm done. It's over. It's an end. Thank you very much, but we're done. Goodbye. Now, I don't think it's to the Scorpio here. I think it's to a sense that you feel pulled at times between the spiritual realm and the earthly plane. And you don't know exactly how to have that balance come in, because you're so focused on fighting for your passion and saying, this is what I want, this is what I need to do, and feeling kind of overwhelmed by it, as if, other people don't understand and you're afraid how other people are going to judge you, and you are guarding yourself against ill wishes, ill-mannered people, emotions running high. And it could be the way that you're perceiving people right now, because there is a heightened sense of sensitivity here. And that heightened sense of sensitivity is coming from feeling pulled between the spiritual world and the mundane world, the everyday world that is happening. This is where you're getting that pearl being made. And it doesn't have to be that a Scorpio is doing it. It could just be that you are embracing the Scorpio energy that's coming in, that's bringing you what it is that you love, that's actually setting you free. But right now, you have to kind of go through this time of feeling overly sensitive, of feeling, too many emotions. And you want to just kind of cut and run, because that's what Scorpios usually do. They are brilliant of saying, you know what, this is too intense. I'm done with this. Goodbye, kind of thing. And that's a beautiful quality that they have. But a Gemini quality is kind of at odds of that. You want to cut and run, but you also want to, understand what the heck is going on and have people see that you're putting in so much hard work and you're putting in so much effort. No, I actually think cutting and running, not running away from responsibilities, but walking away, not running. What am I trying to say here? Leaving behind energies that are no longer resonant with your soul and yourself is what's going to serve you the best, because you're already on the high ground. You're already being cleansed by this running water, okay? So know that negativity that has been around you, Gemini, can't withstand the cleanse of running water. So it's being washed away. Do not keep on turning back towards the people who don't get what you do. And don't try to explain yourself to them, because they're not going to understand. This is also feeling as if what you are passionate about, what you really, really want, you're having your time pulled away from. Well, you're not. You are having your time pulled away from it, but you are building something better, stronger, and more capable to be able to get you to where it is that you want to be in life. So as much as there's this war here and you're trying to defend yourself and you're trying to go after what it is that you want, just go after it. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, Gemini, because there's a sense of a community being around you that is going to support you that you're not quite seeing yet, that you kind of are walking away from a little bit, but that you will be embracing soon. And it's to see that this pull between what you want on this earthly realm and what you want spiritually is going to come together and bring you blessings, bring you harmony, bring you understanding. It is going to be a journey. Are you going to get there within these 10 days? For most of you, no. No, you're not. You're going to have to work on bridging this gap and not fighting and moving forward in passion and understanding and coming in to balance with your prosperity and what you need to do and what you want to do, kind of having that push and that pull between the two of them to get to where you love and to where you want to be. You have to find that balance. All these 10 days, it's about finding your balance. It's about finding your footing. It's about knowing what it is that you truly desire and knowing what it is that you truly want to move you forward. For some of you, it's going to be a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, whose passion is at odds with your passion, or who just might be too much for you right now because your emotions are running high and you can feel that they're a bit more abrasive, a bit more combative than you want to be at this time period. But this is also saying here to take your emotions, to take your passion, to take your desire, have your armor on, because you need it on right now, Gemini. You need it on to protect your soul and yourself during this heightened sensitivity, this heightened time of awareness of where it is that you want to be, and kind of awareness of how you're not there quite yet. How there's still more that you have to fight for, still more that you have to do to embrace where it is that you want to be. But knowing that by fighting, you're wasting your energy. You're wasting your time and your effort on people who aren't going to understand, on a drain on yourself. So this is having your armor on. That's super important. And this is going after what you are most passionate about. This is having that fire in your belly. This is knowing what it is that you desire. This is embracing where it is that you want to be. And this is saying nothing is going to stop me. Because nothing is going to stop you, Gemini. Nothing. You know what it is that you want. And this year, I feel so much for you, Gemini, is about you looking at things, taking it in, and saying, I'm going to create the life that I want, and not kind of let other people guide you forward. This is about you guiding yourself. So you're going after what it is that you want. You're looking at what it is that you are most passionate about. And you're just going for it. You are just going for it. And that's absolutely it. And nothing is going to stand in your way. Even though you are going to feel overwhelmed, even though at times you're going to think, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm tired of fighting. This isn't fighting. This is owning what it is that you want. This is going after what it is that you're passionate about. And this is charging forward. Embracing your life, embracing yourself. The Page of Pentacles, representing a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. Now you might be getting lessons from a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, who's going to give you insights, who's going to give you understandings, who is going to help you see things more in greater perspective. You might get really annoyed at them because they're going to point out some really good points that you're going to just think, oh my gosh, just walk away, just stop. I don't need your advice right now. I have things under control. But they can see that you don't have things under control right now, that you are kind of at war with yourself. You're trying to battle things that aren't falling into harmony where you want to be. So they're going to give you insight. They're going to give you understanding. And at times it's not going to be welcome. It really isn't, because you're going to think, I'm doing this all by myself, and you just don't understand. They do understand, so have a bit of compassion with them. Have a bit of, because they're helping you fall into harmony within yourself. This is also you being a student of what it is that you truly want, of where it is that you want to be. It's almost as if your passion and your practicality are going to be a bit at odds with each other. It's going to be a bit as if, you want things to move forward. You're being so passionate about things. You're going after things so much. And you still feel as if you're at square one. And that's going to get you annoyed. You're going to be like, how much more do I have to work? How much harder do I have to go after things in order to get to where it is that I want to be? Be calm. Be patient with yourself. This is the war that's going on right now between spiritual understanding and between prosperity, physical prosperity. So be patient with yourself as you move forward. Be patient with yourself as you're growing, learning, understanding, embracing, the prosperity that you want and the wisdom that you're taking. There are also going to be messages that come your way. For each and every one of you, they're going to be different, but they're going to kind of highlight the sorrow that you have been through and the fact that you have overcome it. So pay attention to moments when you think you are just moving backwards. Pay attention to moments when you think that you can't move forwards, because it's going to be highlighting lessons within your life that you have learned and lessons within your life that are guiding you to where it is that you want to be now, to where it is that you need to focus your attentions now. Okay? So understand that a lot of things are going to be coming up from your past that you might just want to leave behind. You might not ever want to go there again, but it's going to be showing you ways to embrace your prosperity. It's going to be showing you that you weren't weak, you weren't as flighty as you sometimes think you are, Gemini, because people sit there and they always say, oh, Geminis are so flighty. No, they're not. They just know when it's time to go. Kind of like Scorpios. Scorpios know when it's time to leave. You know when it's time to leave, but you have to analyze things. You have to look at things. You mull them over in your head. Okay? Now, this is saying you have enough knowledge, because we have no swords here at all. But we have a lot of coins. So now you are focusing on your prosperity. Now you are focusing on where it is that you want to be. You know your mind. So don't keep on playing things over and over again in your head, Gemini, like a hamster wheel, because you want to be prosperous. You want to have this prosperity in your life. You want to move forward with this abundance and this wisdom guiding you and bringing you to where it is that you want to be. But if you keep on stepping into the past, you're never going to embrace the future that's waiting for you. So what this is saying to do is to step back, look at things, look at your knowledge kind of as savings, because your wisdom and your understanding is going to serve you so well. Share a bit of your prosperity with others, but don't sit there and think, okay, the more I give away, the more I'm going to have. No, because a lot of times, Gemini, you have such a giving heart and you think, oh, okay, I'll help this person, I'll help that person. And then when you do that, you realize that the only thing that happened was people kept on taking and taking and taking, and it wasn't the celebration of community that you thought it would be. So make sure you give wisely to others. Make sure you are embracing moving forward in comprehension of where it is that you want to be and what it is that you want to achieve. This is success coming in. This is you being part of a community. This is you being part of something bigger than yourself. Whether it be, a solo project that you've always wanted to work on that is going to kind of get you out there, get you known more. Whether this be, in your job, you embracing passion and embracing learning. sitting there, learning everything that you can so that you move forward towards where it is that you want to be. But there's a sense of being pulled in two different directions. Really look at what it is that you're passionate about. Look at where your prosperity lies, where you thrive, Gemini, because it's going to be different for each and every one of you, and your skills are going to be different from the mainstream skills of everybody else. But it's going to be closing a door on you feeling as if you have to do battle. You have to prove yourself. And now it is saying you don't have to prove yourself anymore. You have to have your armor on, because this is going to be a heightened time of sensitivity for you. There is going to be a time where you feel off balance, but it is going to be a time where you are moving forward in the community that you want, in the place that you want to be within your soul, and saying, here I am. I'm willing to stand here. I'm willing to stand here now, sharing my wisdom, sharing my prosperity, but not giving too much away. Because you see, she has a basket of apples when there's an apple tree right here. She has one coin on the table when there's a bunch of coins on this banner. This is taking care of yourself first and foremost, Gemini, and then taking care of everybody else. Because if you deplete your resources, these are your resources. If you deplete your resources, you will have nothing to give to anybody else. So make sure you have this reserve. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, because at times you feel as if you're out in the cold. You feel as if nobody is walking beside you. You feel as if there's so much that you're learning, so much that you're trying to understand, so many different ways that you're trying to embrace your prosperity that you don't know where you're going. Now, this could also be saying, for some of you, you're going to be embracing a community in a colder climate, okay? Or you have felt as if you're out in the cold from the community where you want to be, from a sense of belonging. This is saying here also that you're having this battle between your prosperity on the mortal plane, on this earthly realm, and your prosperity within spirituality. And this is really making me think of the Thunder of Truth in Gnosticism, where it says in the line, it says, when you are furthest from me, I am closest to you. And when I am closest to you, you are furthest from me. So this is saying, don't worry about the spiritual aspect. Don't worry about how you're being perceived by a higher being, because divinity and the universe is walking right there with you. Enlightenment is coming. Enlightenment is what you are embracing. It's the way that you're moving forward. And that's why you are feeling so off balance right now, Gemini, is because you're feeling as if you're not getting there, but actually you're closer to getting there than you ever were before. You're closer to understanding. You're closer to the prosperity that you want. You are learning, and you are defending where it is that you want to be. And you're realizing that fighting and having this discord within your soul, it's not going to get you what it is that you truly desire. This Scorpio here, definitely going to help you. Okay, you might be having some difficulties with an with a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, Sagittarius. Taurus, pay attention to the wisdom. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, pay attention to the wisdom that they're going to give you. It's really going to help you move forward. Also, Pisces, Scorpio, definitely a Scorpio. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancers, going to help you embrace what it is that you want and what it is that you love. For some of them, you might find that this water sign is keeping you off balance. That what it is that you love and what it is that you want in life, it isn't quite balanced, or this person is just taking and taking and taking, and you're saying no more, which is actually getting you closer to where it is that you want to be, the love that you want to embrace in your life, the success that you want to have. And I know it sounds funny, but once again, it's going back to that pearl. It's going back to, sitting there, looking at things and saying, I'm worth more than kind of an overwhelming need to defend myself and my emotions. This is embracing healing, beautiful love. This could be, for some of you, falling in love with probably a Scorpio, but it could also be a Cancer or a Pisces. It could be a love that is blossoming with a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Virgo. But there's a sense of love coming in here, of needing balance. That's what these 10 days are all about, finding your balance, finding your footing, embracing your truth and your understanding, not being overwhelmed by the emotions that are surrounding you, that are trying to kind of weigh you down a bit. This is healing, beautiful love. This is the Ace of Cups. For me, the aces are gift cards. Take this gift of love that is coming your way, that is healing you, that is cleansing you, that is moving you forward. Know that this healing cleanse is going to give you wings. It's going to give you peace. It's going to help you embrace what it is that you truly want. And it's going to help you see things clearly. There's a sense of love that is moving you forward, and that sense of healing love is what has you a bit off balance. Because you're looking at things and you're not going to be satisfied anymore with the nonsense of others, with the greed of others, with the passions of others trying to outweigh the passion that you have for your life and for your essence and yourself. And this is what it's saying here, to embrace what it is that you love, to embrace who it is that you love, to be true to your heart, to be true to your soul, Gemini. And you're going to find that you, by doing that, you start to move forward and you start to really see things come into alignment, and you're starting to see, that balance come into play. It's going to start with a sense of fighting. And it's going to start with being at war with what your passions are and what it is that you desire, and kind of feeling pulled between two different directions of what it is that you're passionate about, where it is that your prosperity is coming in, and what it is that your heart wants. And a lot of you are going to feel during these 10 days that you just have to kind of walk away, that it isn't going to be, that you aren't embracing your true authenticity. And that's because you're being worried about what other people think. This is saying to focus on your passion and your understanding. You're closing a door on something that no longer brings you prosperity. It actually makes you feel as if you're out in the cold. But what this is also saying here is that as you are embracing your truth, as you are embracing your wisdom, as you are moving forward with this balance between the earthly and the spiritual realm right here, you are going to see that you are going to feel out in the cold. You are going to have kind of this winter of soul and self where you think, no, I can't do this. But actually, as you come out of it, you realize, oh my gosh, yes, I can. I can do exactly what I set my mind to. You can do exactly what you set your mind to, Gemini. You're going to say to yourself, yes, I can. And you're going to find that this winter of self, this feeling of being further away from divinity than you are, is actually a time of inspiration to you, because it's going to bring you closer to the community that you want to be in. It's going to bring you closer to the prosperity that you want to have. And this is kind of, these 10 days are to get you into balance with where you want to be and what it is that you want. To really sit there and say, where's your love? Where's your passion? Where's your prosperity? Where is it that you want to stand? Stop fighting and start doing. Stop fighting these people who are never going to understand and are never going to get it. And it could be fire signs, water signs, earth signs who just don't get it right now. You know your mind, Gemini. That's why you have no swords here right now. You know your mind. You know what it is that you want. Right now, you're finding it hard to put it into action or have it translate to the success that you are looking for, but that success is coming. These 10 days are about you not giving up, even though you feel like you want to. These 10 days are saying, close that chapter. Close that chapter of defeat. And embrace this chapter of success. Because you are slowly and steadily moving forward in your prosperity. You're going to get signs, but those signs are actually going to make you think of the times that you have failed, are going to make you think of the times that you have struggled. But it's actually going to be healing, beautiful love coming your way, setting your soul free and putting into balance and perspective everything that you have been through, Gemini, and everything that you want to still come. Every success, every sense of abundance, and know that right now, when you think divinity is the furthest from you, when you think the universe is the furthest from you, they're actually walking right there with you, guiding your steps, guiding your understandings. Don't listen to the negative words of other people. Don't listen to what others are saying that might want to bring you down. Embrace your truth, embrace your prosperity, share your wisdom with others. Because you have a tremendous gift that is coming true, that you are embracing and that is helping you move forward. Don't give in to this combative energy that is around you right now. Say, you know what, I'm closing the door on it. I don't need it. It's not going to be a part of my life, and I can't have that be a part of me. Pull into yourself a little bit. Find that balance between the earthly realm and the spiritual realm, and of the way that you're moving forward in prosperity because of that. Your blessings are coming. This is balancing the scales, seeing where it is that you want to be. Knowing what it is that you want and not giving and giving to people who are just going to keep on taking. Your subconscious message is the judgment card. You're going to be hearing a calling during these 10 days, and you're going to feel as if a part of you is rising from a coffin, is rising from a time of despair into a time of beauty. Listen to that inner call, Gemini. It's not going to serve you wrong. And it's not going to steer you wrong. It's actually going to set you free. And that's why this balance between your spiritual self and your earthly self is coming into alignment. Because here, your earthly body is in stasis, while your spiritual body is being called up, because in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is a picture of an angel blowing his trumpet, resurrecting people from their coffins. This is you rising again. This is you rising up. This is you moving forward. This is you not letting disappointments, fears, hardships, pains keep you down, Gemini. You're done with it. And you're done with those people who are going to keep on bringing you down. Pay attention, again, to a fire sign. And for some of you, a water sign that is going to try and bring you disharmony. There's a strong Scorpio presence here that is going to bring you what it is that you love, what it is that you want. You're closing the door on something. Listen to this earth sign, even though they're going to say things that you don't want to hear at times. Okay? All right, Gemini, it was an absolute pleasure reading for you. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up. Also, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness, and may harmony always be with you. Bye.